Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video, and today I'm just going to be showing you guys a really awesome Balisong storage solution that you guys can have very cheap, super cheap. It's about $15 and a bit of your time, really. Link to buy this will be in the comments below. Little disclaimer, it is an affiliate link, so you'll be supporting the channel very slightly. I get like 50 cents or something off of you buying one of these, but a nice way to support the channel, but also, get yourself a really awesome storage solution. Before I had this thing, it was like £3, right, $5. And really, this was like, this worked really well, but then as a YouTuber, someone, well, I say as a YouTuber, I don't feel like a YouTuber yet, but I'm someone who is going to have more Balisongs than the average person. And so I think if you're in a similar situation like me, where you're like collecting them or something like that, this is going to be a fantastic solution for you. Ripping the Phoenix Designs sticker, prototype sticker, shout out to him. And yeah, I mean, let's get right into it, right? So from the outside of the box, it's a pretty solid box. I mean, you can drop this. I mean, no harm's really going to come to it because it's the foam inside. But yeah, really awesome box. Really small. You can fit this maybe in a back. You probably can fit that in a backpack. But I mean, you can also just carry this around. You can see pretty stable in there. Anyways, getting into it. Two little latches here and a screw that doesn't really do anything. I don't know what the screw is for, but it just doesn't do anything from the other side. But opening it up, you get this beautiful storage solution. And here you can see we have, why is that there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 storage solutions already just in this top layer. So I'm thinking if all you have is 8 Balisongs, you don't plan on getting any more, this is already perfect for you because you can really fit, 1, 2, 3 more in here, right? You can probably fit another 3, not another 3, but another Balisong in here if you do them vertically like that. And we have space for our carbon honey lube, our lubricant, right? Which is fantastic, and space for more lubricant / little tools that you have here. Something is coming in terms of that. We'll have something here to fill out in the future. But I think this is just a super awesome case, and I will be doing a collection video in about, from whenever this video comes. No, this video comes out this week, so in about 2-3 weeks' time, there will be a collection video, 2024 collection video. So just be aware of that. I'm waiting for a few more Christmas presents / parcels to arrive in terms of some knife-related stuff before I can do a proper Christmas, not Christmas, but a proper collection video. I guess this is also technically halfway a collection video, but yeah, there will be an updated collection video in about 2-3 weeks' time. So yeah, before February, definitely, but not for a little bit, as I'm still waiting for certain things to arrive. Anyways, getting back to it. So you can see these are really easy spaces, and I don't know if you can see this, but the box is lined up in a way that there are these kind of square blocks. They're about like 1 centimeter apart, right? So maybe like 1/2 inch all around. And really all I did was I took my Prisma, because it's my longest Balisong, or well, it's only Seraphis, but anyways, took my Prisma, measured it up, was like, I need to go from there to there. And what I did was I kind of pushed these down a little bit, and then I got a sharp knife, just cut like this, and just made sure that these gaps were there. And then I took this whole foam out, bent this edge bit down, and I just snipped with the scissors until it was about flush. It doesn't have to be perfectly flush because you obviously have these foam bits and you have some extra clearance. And I just did that for the 6 sides here, as in this sort of fairly traditional layout for a Balisong box. And I mean, honestly, it was something that's super easy to do. Honestly, I think it's worked out absolutely fantastically, but you might be thinking, hey, this massive box, it's a bit wasteful if you're just going to have one layer of Balisongs. Well, I got you. If you get yourself a nice big sharp knife, you can actually make a whole second layer, where if you want, of course, you can fit another 6, 7, 8, 9 Balisongs if you really want to, but I decided to only have 4 Balisongs plus 1, so like 4.7 Balisongs or whatever, right? This is just my Balisong, which is, significantly shorter if you compare to something like the Seraph there, or even the Replicant. It is significantly shorter, so I just thought I would squeeze it in here, just in a way that it's out of the way, but I don't have to waste another spot in here. And these are really the Balisongs that I'm not going to be flipping as often, or, are in some sort of different way, like my CSGO Balisong and the Carrot Song. If you haven't checked out that video, I highly do recommend it. It's going to be my most recent video before this one. It's really super fun video, honestly, awesome flipper. Really do recommend. If you get one of these for free, or you get them for like $3 on Temu or whatever, 100% do recommend one of these things, because I mean, they are like, you can take it in public, you take it anywhere. It's super light, but honestly, it is kind of worth it. And then I have my Monarch here, which I do love the Monarch, but Monarch has a bit of a tragic story. Hopefully I can get this running again, but is what it is. I keep some super glue in here. Because super glue is sometimes useful for other things, not really balancing related stuff, but I used to keep it with my Loctite. Anyways, in here is, please excuse the background noise, having solar panels installed today. Here I keep some Loctite and much of my little screwdrivers that you get from these clone stuff. I have a trainer blade in here, thing there, and then my Machine-Wise hardware box, which is down there, which is all super neat, all super nice and organized. Got my carbon honey again in here. And yeah, you can see really this is a super easy storage solution, and I think the next bowl I get is not going to be as tall as the carbon honey, so it's just going to sit like there and go into there. And here I keep some Teflon tape, PTFE tape, which is like polytetrafluoroethylene or whatever the actual name is, right? But yeah, you know, thread tape, and a bunch of my hardwares here, right? So there's my rep hardware here. I have a bunch of M2.5 and M3 screws, tsunami hardware, all of that good stuff right there. And I just keep that there. Nice easy storage solution for it there. And bosh, I like to keep this more upside down. And really, you could honestly fit another Balisong in here, however you want to do it, right? That's one thing I really like about this, is it is very much a custom solution. You know, all your Balisongs will fit very comfortably in here. They're not going to get damaged or anything. And what I did was I took the big block of foam, this was one block of foam, and I just cut it in half. I actually used another Balisong, which you haven't seen on the channel yet, to cut it apart in half. And yeah, basically I flipped this upside down, so this is technically the bottom and that's the top, in terms of that's the general, like the side that was facing there. But you can see there's also still a foam. Okay, autofocus, thank you. There is still like a foam in there that will still get you nice and sorted out, which I super really enjoy. I think this is a fantastic storage solution. And then just to make it all nice and secure, I did put a cardboard underneath there just so that this would be a bit more sturdy, because I made a bit of a mistake of cutting a bit too deep for some of these holes, so I think it just looks a little cleaner. And you know, this is just a bit sturdier than just the bare foam, because it's fairly squishy, fairly soft foam. It does hold its shape, but I thought it would just be a bit easier to have just a pocket where you can just, and honestly I might even like cut a triangle bit off the corner just so I have places to stick my fingers in. But honestly, yeah, fantastic storage solution. You can see slots right back on top, really nicely, easily. Yeah, the foam isn't super perfect in terms of trim wise, and you could definitely do a better job, especially if you got like a firmer foam or something like that, a firmer packing foam. But I think for 13 pounds, $15-ish, and maybe like an hour of your time, half an hour of your time, if you're really quick, if you're efficient at it, if you already know what you want. I didn't know what I wanted, so I was kind of just going with the flow based off what I'd seen in the past, not even reference images or anything like that. If you just have something like that, you know, I think it's a fantastic option that I really recommend if you have a lot of Balisong related stuff, or your Balisong things are all just scattered all over the place. It's a really straightforward solution. As you can see, I did the same thing here. Took my serif, measured it out, was like, okay, I need to push down this many. I pushed them down, and then I just literally went in here and just scissors. You can see even this isn't perfectly flat, right? I'm not a CNC router, but it, you know, it still holds them fairly well. I mean, yeah, left and right movement, but it's all in foam. So unless you have something that's softer in foam than here, you know, you're not going to get any scratches or any wear like that. And I really think this is a fantastic solution. So I don't want to keep you guys too much longer. And obviously you have a place to put your stickers and all sorts of other hardwares and stuff like that. And, you know, it's a pretty solid box. You know, you can carry this around, shake it about. And I think the sizes actually fit almost perfectly for Balisongs. I mean, look at how snugly the Prisma is. Okay, phone really doesn't want to autofocus today. But I mean, yeah, that's it's just fantastic. It is what it is, and you know, I just think that this is a super awesome solution, and I just thought I wanted to share with it, you guys. I didn't know how it was going to be, but it just worked out with what I was shopping for that day, which was really just washers. And it was like, oh, you buy another thing, you get free shipping. And I was like, okay, sure, I don't want to pay £5 for shipping, so I'd rather just, you know, use that money, have it at least go to something a little bit nicer. So, you know, I spent a little bit of extra money on this guy, and honestly, one of the best solutions I've made. The only things I don't keep in this are my Bali Plus and the one little pouches, which I still keep in here, a bit of spare foam from the cutouts just in case I need them, And then the other thing I also don't keep in here would be the original boxes that they come in. The knives, which I might not necessarily keep, or even the knives I do keep, I will keep the boxes with them if they are, like, because they're usually like, arm sharp box like that big and like that long. And so, I just like, I'll just keep the box separately. But I think those boxes are a much smaller thing, and you can just keep those with your general boxes, because the only thing I've kept in those boxes is in some of the arm shark ones I have the original thread locker you get in there, because I already have thread locker in my actual place for thread locker, and so, or Loctite I should say. And yeah, so I really do think this is a fantastic storage option. Definitely check one out. It'll be in the comments down below. Leave a comment, like and subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I hope you guys, at least garner something from this, and at least check the link out down below, because it honestly is something fantastic. They ship, AliExpress basically ships globally, and I think it's something that's super cheap. It's cheaper than a knife, which is nice. It's not like the I don't know about the Will Hirsch box that you can get. It's a good price, I've heard, but I think anywhere outside of the States, it's super confusing how you actually even get to it. Like, I'll click on the link and it's asking me to choose a box, and I have no pick out for the cutout foam or whatever. It's a very confusing process. I think that's just for outside of the States, maybe. I'm really not sure. But I think that this is a fantastic solution for those of you who don't mind something a little bit scruffier, and significantly cheaper. I've not found something as good a deal like this. There's an arm shark box that's really nice, and that holds even more Balisongs, but it doesn't have the same sort of space here for gear and stuff. I mean, you have a screwdriver space and some hardware spaces, and it is really good, honestly. But it's a little bit different to this, right? Where this is completely custom for you. You make this yourself, and it's super easy. You can have as many or as few Balisongs in here as you want, as long as the number is like less than whatever. Well, 18, right? 18 is the max Balisongs that you can fit, right? Since you can fit 9 in one side and 9 in the bottom as well. And to be honest, you could probably design this in a bit more efficient of a manner, where your Balisongs don't necessarily need to have this much padding between them, but I like this kind of one line. It's very obvious this is a Balisong box. And so yeah, this is something that's just fantastic, and thank you guys for watching the video so much, especially those of you who stayed to the end. If you have stayed this far, leave me a comment, let me know that you've stayed this far. I don't know, write Balisong just in like all caps in the comments below, and yeah, you guys are the real MVPs of the channel. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.